got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Miss Missy Ann's channel. Guys, could you please like, share, and subscribe, and then let's get it on. Today, I am going to talk on a subject that I said I wasn't going to say nothing about it because it's out there everywhere. Everybody's talking about it. But the more I read and the more I thought, I'm like, okay, this sounds like if if this goes her way, she's going to get a windfall, and uh, she's not going to have to worry about anything she does media-wise for a good 3 or 4 years, which sounds like a little bit of a little scheme she got going on. But anyway, we're going to talk about Miss Tasha K. And I know you guys heard about her being sued by Cardi B for defamation. Did I say that right? Defamation, yeah, and that was by a federal judge. She found her liable for defamation of invasion of privacy, for intentional infliction of what they call emotional stress. And that she, they were saying that she was a prostitute and she did drugs. That's what Tasha K had been saying. So those were what the lawsuit was based on. So, in March of 2025, Tasha K and Cardi's attorneys agreed on a settlement, and they drew up a payment plan of $20,000 a month that Tasha K, and this is according to her income. So $20,000 a month, and she was supposed to have 1.2 million paid within a 5-year period. Now the starting amount was 3,500, and I think because maybe of interest or whatever, it's like 3,900. I mean 3,900,000. So they made up a plan for her to pay off 1.2 million in a 5-year period. So anyway, when the judgment was originally given to her, she she thought, yeah, she did it. She has to pay her debt, and the judgment was is what she should pay, and she should be the only one paying it because it is her responsibility only to pay it. And so, I guess I don't know if things are going, or if that $20,000 a month is starting to be a little bit hot for her to be able to handle. But anyway, she at one point, all of a sudden, she remembered that her fans had told her, oh, I guess probably back in 22 when all this happened, that she needed to start or as soon as she got the judgment, to start a GoFundMe page to help her get this paid off sooner. So I'm like, okay, well, she's going to be paying $20,000 a month, and then she gets GoFundMe money, and it's a, okay amount to help her out. That would even be almost half of the 1.2 that she has to have done in 5 years, and she's already been paying on it. It really shouldn't take, that $3.5 million of GoFundMe money to substantiate that much for what her judgment is if she's paying $20,000 a month. So apparently she remembered that her fans told her to do that, and she didn't listen. She thought it was her responsibility. This is what she thought at first. And so she's been paying her $20,000, as she just so happens to remember, my fans told me to do this. So what she says, even if she gets the $3.5 million in the GoFundMe, that she is going to continue to pay that $20,000 a month, no matter how much come in on that GoFundMe. Which in that right there, that kind of made me stop and think. She's gonna keep paying that $20,000 a month because see, GoFundMe's money be coming in on a regular. So she what I'm gonna try to say is that what she's gonna do, she's gonna end up with her fans making sure she don't have to pay for any of her social media uh, cost at all, probably for some years. $3.5 million if they got that for her. That's a lot of money. So they're basically, her fans are going to be giving her the money to pay for everything that she needs to do to entertain the world. So that's what she said. She said she'll even if they go over the $3.5 million, she's gonna keep paying that $20,000 till she's got it paid off, and that way she can focus on. And this is what caught me. If they give her get all that money for her to pay out $3.5 million, by the time she gets that much, she's been paying it already. So that the amount that she's already paid before she gets this GoFundMe or however much she's gonna get, she's already paid that. So that's cleared out a certain amount of that's already cleared out. And they said 5 years. So isn't it like been going on? Well, like this is not. It's not quite 2 years, or I mean a year. Well, yeah, it was just a year in March. Well, this is March. But anyway, that sounds a little funny because it looks like she's going to be left over. And she says that if they do that for her, then she's going to be able to focus on her creativity. She's going to be able to focus on her reporting and her entertainment, which means, like when she gets on there, and probably the out of town stuff too. But she collects money to even fund her out of town gigs or shows. So this just sounds like something real ricochet to me. This don't sound quite like, it don't sound quite right. Sounds like some fraudulency is going on in here. But that is only my opinion. Because that means if she done paid half of it off in this 5 years and y'all do this GoFundMe page or her fans go do this fund me page, if she's left with $2 million of the GoFundMe, she don't need, y'all don't even have to, she ain't even got to have no more shows for real, because she gonna already have the money that she would have used to do the shows, to create the shows. And this sounds like kind of like a ripoff. In the end, she will be coming up with all this money, and she done had all these shows and made all this money off of you guys, and she won't be done spent any money. So I mean, it's some people it's okay with, but to me that's kind of like stealing, especially when you said you was gonna pay it all because you thought that that's what you should do, pay it all. It was only right for you to pay this amount solely, but it looks like now you're gonna try to use your fans and make them feel sorry for you with how stressed you are. And you made the mistake. Your fans didn't make no mistake. Your fans didn't tell you to go out there and talk about that girl like that. And I'm sure she didn't foul immediately. I'm sure, yeah. And if I can remember, y'all did go back and forth a little bit, and it wasn't like she didn't tell you to stop or ask you to stop. So you created this yourself. She created this herself, because I know she probably could care less what anybody's saying like the rest of them. But anyway, you guys, evidently Carly has filed for the financial records of Tasha K. And she, I think she's wanting the financial statement every 3 months. It's supposed to be quarterly. So every 3 months, she wants to have because she wants to keep up with exactly Tasha K's income. And yeah, I think there's going to be a little problem with that too, because I think she didn't turn in her full amount. I think there was somewhere I read, I'm not sure, that Cardi B found out where she was having some money offshore or in other places or whatever. So I'm sure whatever it is that's going on, we're going to find out about it soon enough. Anyway, you guys have a great rest of the evening. And if I get any additional updates on this supposed maybe possible fraudulent bankruptcy lawsuit, then I will definitely be back and let you know. Have a great day and talk to you later. Bye bye.
I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love.